Hello and welcome to Not So Awesome Review. And today we are looking at the Star Wars Power of the Force X-Wing Fighter. This is the Kenner collection, and funny thing, I've been getting more and more into 3.75-inch figures, and new shop in my town has been, having a pretty good amount of those, like, in both new and used conditions. So things that you wouldn't normally see, and this is one of them, the X-Wing, which I've been wanting the vintage collection one for a while, but that price, even if you find it on Amazon for like $100, it's still $100, and then it goes up to like 140. I believe it's around there right now. I'm sure it'll drop back down eventually, but this at my local shop, I believe it was $30 or $35, somewhere around there, and I saw it the first day I walked in there, then the next like 5 times I walked in there, until I was finally like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna buy it this time. I was gonna buy it the time before, but I found an A-Wing in the box, mostly brand new for like 15, and from what I can tell, this one is brand new. Now, I did already open the seal here on the side, which I'll show in a second actually. Don't normally showcase the box or talk while I'm showing the box with my reviews, but when it's something older like this, something more, I guess, collectible, Power of the Force, I guess collectible is kind of like a, I don't know what the right word is. It's not up there yet. It's not up there with the vintage, actual, like, older Kenner stuff, so it's in the middle ground right now. I'm sure eventually people will grow to appreciate Power of the Force a little bit more than what it's going for now, because if you want some older Star Wars figures, yeah, that's kind of the line to get into. It's pretty cheap, it's not too expensive. There are some expensive things, but it's doable. It's not a bad place to start. I know a lot of people don't like some of the proportions of the figures and different things like that, but when it comes to things like the X-Wing and the A-Wing and a few other things, price-wise, it's not too bad yet. So that's my advice on that. Same thing with Episode 1 stuff. Episode 1 carded stuff, it's pretty cheap. The most expensive thing is the Naboo Royal Ship. That thing goes for a pretty penny. I really want it. It's really big. But from what I can tell, that's the most expensive thing in that line. Like, the most expensive figure, from what I can tell, goes for around $30 new. So, great places to start. I know a lot of people, prequels, they hate on them. But anyways, that's completely besides the point, because again, we're looking at the Power of the Force X-Wing, and the box is a little beat up. You can definitely see some ripping right here. Almost makes me feel like it was a gift for somebody. Like, when you gift wrap something and you put the tape in, some people will put tape on the actual box, and when you pull it off, oh, there it goes. Yeah, that's what it makes me think of. So hopefully everything's in frame here, because the camera is pretty darn far back. I don't know why I say darn when I'm recording these. It's not an average word I use, but yeah, I did open it up here just to see the condition of it, because even the guy at the store told me, like, he wasn't 100% sure if it was, like, new. He was fairly confident that it was more or less new. There was tape over the tape on both of these, so somebody might have, like, taken it out and inspected it. Yeah, one of those words, at one point. But from what I can tell, it is new. It looks new. You can see the little cutaway thing right here. Trigger thingy right there, all the little stuff in the back right there. So, yeah, let's just open this up. So I'm gonna pick this up here. And one indication that tells me that this hasn't really been taken out is the fact that here we have the sticker sheets, the instructions, and a little Kenner flyer thing there, which we'll take a closer look at in a minute here. Let's just see if I can open this. So we have the missiles right here. Again, in the bag. Looks like it hasn't been opened to me, so that's again another good sign. And the biggest sign that this hasn't been opened is back here on the back of the box. We do have all of these little tie thingies still tied up with tape around them. I think it's tape something, or maybe they're just old. I don't know, but it looks pretty nice. Looks pretty minty. So yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm sure there's plenty of people who'd be like, I wouldn't open that, but I'm gonna open it and take pictures of it and enjoy it. So that's just me. Anyways, I'm gonna open this up, get everything out, and we'll take a closer look at this. Okay, so here is the X-Wing all unboxed and everything else unbagged, and from what I can tell, this thing is pretty minty. It looks like it's never been messed with, never been touched. Again, the cockpit is pretty darn clean all the way through. It's not loose in any way. Haven't actually even opened it. It does feel a little bit hard to open, doesn't feel like it wants to, and especially the way I'm like handling this with one hand. I'm in a little bit of an awkward angle, but yeah, it's good. It's not loose at all. If I turn it over, it's not just gonna plop off or anything. The wings do, there we go, pop open. They pop open easier. They do that like really nice, satisfying opening. Again, I'm just at an awkward angle where you can't really tell, but you can see they look really good. Open, stay open, looking really great. Closing it, snaps close really easily. The landing gear comes down really good. We have the guns right here, which can just clip on like so. There we go. Just a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Nice little click to that. So it looks good. It has a lot more detail than I was expecting to. The wings do have some good amount of detail. Of course, the front here has just a little bit, not too much, but you know, it's a lot more than what I thought, because I know this thing uses stickers, which again have right here the complete sticker sheet for this X-Wing. Gonna have to look at the instructions to see where everything goes, but yeah, that's my only, I guess, complaint about this, is that, you know, all the detail is in the stickers. I mean, there is plenty of detail on the wings and everything here itself, but when it comes to, I guess, I don't know what you want to call that, like the nose of the plane and everything, yeah, the details are in the stickers, because there's a little bit of paneling, not too much. Of course, that's what the Vintage Collection kind of tried to fix there, but that's besides the point. We do have this cool kind of diagram, blueprints of the X-Wing, which is actually really nice. I didn't know it included this at all until I took the bag out. So it is cool to see. I'll be putting like a nicer picture of that up. And it says now you can order these Star Wars collectibles directly from Xanart Publishing. So doubt they're in business anymore, but there's a phone number if you want to give that a try. We do have the instructions here, which tell us where the stickers and everything go. So I'll be using that in a little bit to put all the stickers together. And this was just cool. Bonus Kenner included this little pamphlet of different things. So we got Batman here in the front and more Batman here, which is actually really cool and nice. I've been collecting some of the older Batman Kenner stuff lately. Still need that Batmobile, and I do want the Ice Globe because it looks nice, but probably my least favorite Batmobile that they released is that one from, was it Batman and Robin, right? Yeah, Batman and Robin. And yeah, just Star Wars toys, Jurassic Park toys, Nerf toys. It is cool to go through and look at and see, and just interesting, like something that you don't see too much of. It's like older toys with, it's just cool. It's awesome. I'm excited, but yeah. Anyways, I am going to put the stickers on this. Probably take a break and finish this review up tomorrow, because it is so hot today, even though, you know, summer is over and everything, but, for me, it'll be a day. For you guys, it'll be 2 seconds, so, yeah. So here we have the X-Wing. It's been about a month almost since I got it, since I started this video, but here we are at the end of October, finally finishing it, and I did get the stickers on. Was a little bit more difficult than what I had planned, because they did want to keep coming off, especially these ones right here. So what I ended up doing was using a Elmer's glue stick to kind of just put them on there. That's what I looked up on the internet. Seemed like the easiest, cheapest solution, and it's working out really good. You can see everything is sticking on pretty good, top, bottom, and it looks good. In my opinion, this is a great middle ground for those people who want an X-Wing. They don't want to pay the price for the vintage one, or maybe the vintage one is too big, because it is a bit longer than this one, so they don't have all the room. They don't want to pay for the vintage ones, because those ones are a little bit more money. Power to Force, 1995-ish, really good. It's honestly really nice. I like it a lot more than I thought I was going to, especially when it came with stickers, because usually when stickers are like the details there, you know, like it's the, what's the right word? It's the majority of the detail, like it is here on the panels, on the side, on the top and everything, even down here. It can look tacky, it can look bad, but these being matted, these having a little bit of weathering to them actually make them look not bad at all. In person, it looks nice. I actually really like it, and I am glad I picked it up. Again, the bottom of them look good, and it does make a really nice display piece. Of course, it does have electronics, which we're going to take a look at in a second. I just want to explain. To open the battery hatch here, you do need to use like a tiny flathead screwdriver. Maybe a coin could work. I don't really know. Maybe some keys, but be careful because I feel like this plastic is too weak. You don't want to put too much pressure. I could feel like you might indent it, if that makes any sense, or that this door might break at some point. I haven't actually seen any X-Wings on eBay used that have like that door broken or anything missing there. Usually just battery corrosion, so remember, if you're going to display this, take the batteries out, but just putting it out there that be a little gentle with it, you don't want to break it. But anyways, to get the first sound, you want to push, and then we get the flying sound, which is cool. You can trigger it again by pushing the wings down like that, because I believe the wings hit something down there so that it can go off again and again. So even if you're just flying it around, you're being not too rough, but rough enough that the wings move, you'll get the noise. And then down here, there is this little gray button right here. You can just push. The longer you hold it down, the longer it does it. If you just push it once, there we go. So it is a nice touch. Just push that to close it. Turns it off, so that kind of acts like an on and off switch for it. Don't know, let me see. So that still works, which is cool, and you can see it doesn't do the engine noise once you have them closed. So that's actually a nice touch right there. I actually really like that feature. I didn't realize I had that before, but yeah, that was actually smart on whoever decided to program it, because, you know, the engines are closed, it's not flying around, but you're still wanting to shoot people maybe on the ground so that you can take off. There you go. Great feature added right there. And I don't remember if I did a comparison with a Black Series figure right before the vintage line started, but here we have the Luke Skywalker. And yeah, you can see the size here. Obviously not right, because they needed a ladder to get into the X-Wing and everything, but he does fit in there. It does look good. Eventually, I might try to get one of the vintage collection ones, or the, is it the Dagobah one? One of them, because it actually shares the same mold as an older one. I believe only the current Target exclusive one is a newer mold. Even the Poe Dameron one, I want to say, was a repaint of the older one, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it's a lot to take in. I've just been watching so many Star Wars figure things. Kinda went on a little Star Wars spree this month, so I might do a toy haul pretty soon here to just end the month to show everything I picked up, which includes a few more Power to Force vehicles, one of which I actually did shoot a video for, but I haven't posted it yet. I need to go over it, review it, and I want to say I need to take some photos for it so I can actually have all the B-roll and stuff. And a good amount of figures, and yeah, just we'll see how it goes. I might do that probably and upload it maybe, hopefully before the end of the month, but we'll see. But yeah, again, do I recommend it? Power to Force, go for it. You know, your original vintage figures will fit in there. Your repro vintage figures will fit in there. Your vintage collection figures will fit in there. Your Power to Force figures should technically fit in there, even though some of them are a lot bigger and bulkier. They were kind of made with the idea of them to be able to fit in there, with the exception, I guess, the Millennium Falcon, where Han Solo and Chewbacca are a lot bigger than their older counterparts. So I want to say they fit, but they don't fit comfortably. But again, since these all use the older molds, I think it's worth it. I think it's awesome. I think it's a great thing to add your collection. It's a good middle ground. Power to Force isn't super expensive to get right now, aside from like the AT-AT or something like that. That's pretty pricey. But even a lot of the mail-in figures, you know, at the moment, $20, $30. I even saw one sell for around $12 not too long ago. So they're out there. I know it's not the most popular line, but I'm actually really liking it for the variety and for the price. And like I said, this vehicle, no regrets picking it up, because it's awesome. It's a pretty iconic vehicle, and I'm glad to have it and just be able to put it on display. It's not something I ever really thought I would ever get, and then when I saw it for the price I did, picked it up and am more than happy with it. So yeah, there you go with that review. Shop around $45. $35 is what I paid for it, but $40 somewhere around there on eBay. try to avoid any listings of like 100 plus and just shop around. They do pop up for cheaper. TIE fighters go for a little bit more, but every once in a while you'll get lucky and find something cheaper. And even the Millennium Falcon, about $100 for complete sounds pretty good, maybe 120. Though at those prices, it's actually not too difficult to get an original one. Maybe it'll be missing like a piece or two, but they do pop up from time to time. Just gotta be patient. So just wanted to put that out there for anybody who's looking to get into the line. And yeah, that's pretty much my review for the Power to Force X-Wing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully more Star Wars stuff coming soon and more regular reviews and a different type of video, which I need to film that I'm hoping you all enjoy. And yeah, anyways, those are my plans for the future. Hopefully I actually do them because sometimes I take forever. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you all later. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.